Assalamualaikum to my dear lecturer, Madam Nik Razila Binti Nik Muhammad Mastek. My name is Syafinaz Binti Azman, and in this video, I will present to you regarding Salient Shariah issue in the contemporary application of Bai Al-Inah contract. Okay, first, let's begin with the definition of Bai Al-Inah contract. Bai Al-Inah contract can be defined as circumstances in which one person sells a commodity or asset to another for a given price with payment deferred or varied until a certain date and then buy it back from him at a reduced price in cash. This type of sale is named INAH, a credit sale, because the buyer of a commodity for a fixed time will take its compensation from the seller in cash on the spot. Okay, next, let's understand how does the Bai Al-Inah contract works. The explanation can be defined through the visual presentation of Bai Al-Inah financing structure flow chart. In this chart, the first one is in the first contract, the customer will apply for the personal financing for the Islamic bank. Then the bank will offer the Islamic financing product based on the Bai Al-Inah contract. The bank will send a bank asset as an underlying asset to the customer. Next, in the second contract, customer then sells that asset back to the bank to obtain the cash. The third step will be the bank will pay in cash to the customer, and finally, the customer will pay a monthly installment to the bank as per agreed between the bank and the customer itself. Okay, let's move on to the issue arising from the application of Bai Al-Inah contract. Okay, this Bai Al-Inah contract involves two contracts in which are the sale and the buyback of the same commodity, and that one contract is conditional to another as practiced by some in contemporary Islamic finance, and this will raise the issue. Okay, the issue will be in the implementation of the sequence of akad in the Bai Al-Inah transaction. Okay, there is a difference between Islamic personal financing products and Islamic home financing products that are based on the Bai Al-Inah concept pertaining to the execution of the akad process. Okay, for Islamic personal financing product, the execution of the akad process will be done between the bank and the customer with the execution of the sale and the purchase contract. Meanwhile, in the Islamic home financing product, the akad process will be executed between the solicitors as a wakil and agent for the bank and the customers. Okay, how is this an issue? Okay, the akad ordering problem of the Bai Al-Inah concept can be formulated in the wrong akad order in each sales contract, and as a result, the akad process of two contracts are not at the different intervals in the proper order. This can happen when a customer pre-sign the contract, where they can sign both contracts before signing the first contract. Okay, according to the requirement of the Sharia Act, the first akad must be signed first and then the second agreement. In practice, banks usually require customers to sign both contracts at the same time to simplify the process, and this is the issue. Okay, the solution for this issue will be banks are expected to establish Sharia compliance capabilities through review and audits to support the fulfillment of the Sharia Commission's obligation and responsibility, and to ensure that all services and Islamic products comply with Sharia requirement. Okay, they can also increase the research capability to provide support in the event of risk. Also, the Sharia issue may be detected from the Sharia audit planning conducted by the Sharia audit function and regular Sharia review assessment performed by the Sharia review function itself. In conclusion, it is observed that Bai Al-Inah contract is a controversial contract. To avoid non-compliance with Sharia, certain requirements, terms and conditions must be complied with as appropriate under the Shafi'i school of philosophy. Therefore, it is proposed that each bank to improve their bank staff based on their knowledge and understanding of the Sharia law, particularly with regard to the core requirement of Sharia contract and their attachment to a banking product. It is also recommended that Islamic bank comply with all Sharia requirements and principles with respect to other Sharia concepts suitable for Islamic financial product particularly Islamic personal finance and Islamic home finance product.